Welcome to a 0k match between In the Red with Rovers. It's IWantUsername versus In the Blue controller player 64-bit dragon with Rovers as well. Engineer Commander versus Engineer Commander. So, as I said, yes, controller player. In this video I'm casting a game where I was playing with controller. If you want to see or hear how my controller is set up, you can click the link in this description where I have another video explaining how the controller works, or at least the way I have it set up. I am playing with a controller these days, even though, yeah, I know it's not a good way to play, right? I don't mind it. I just want to challenge, and, well, it's fun to have people die against controller and then you can say, haha, you bad. You're so bad. You lost to a controller. Also, I don't know why the game is lagging today. I hope it doesn't matter too much later on. Oh well. Anyways, right now, my Scorcher almost dead. His Scorcher even more almost dead. Because he was chasing. And he does not have his... Okay, he is spending a lot. IWantUsername. Commander is being upgraded. They're using their rover assembly on just like normal priority, and their mason is also on normal, even though that is the most important for them in order to get their metal income up and running. I know I shouldn't really be complaining about that because my metal extractor is only now up and my commander is slower than his. Oh well, I'm not sure why though. Let's see, because you have like triple lotus, 4 solar panels. Oh, I guess I just didn't... Oh wait, I do have it on low prio. Then how does he... What? Double lotus versus lotus and caretaker. That's slightly more expensive, yes. But what? I don't fully understand, because Caretaker shouldn't be boosting the factory when it's on low prio, right? Well, it should, but not when I don't have the economy for it. So I'm not completely sure how or why he was faster. Right now I do understand, because I'm getting energy as well, which he's not. At least not with his mason. So here, Lotus and Commander, and I've got 4 Scotchies. Was chasing a little bit, but not a big deal, and somehow this Scorcher got behind my defenses. I didn't realize that, and this is a little bit of a waste, sending my darts in a little bit too quickly, and having 2 of them die, versus just 1 Scorcher. I mean, that's still not a bad fight, but it could have been better, because I just had overwhelming numbers. Right now he only has a single mason, and a very good defense is going to be set up over there. It's really good. I should be doing that more often, but I don't. And I have 2 masons out, 1 over here and 1 over here, both going for metal extractors right now. And Commander is doing the same thing. Also something I should probably learn to do, actually he has a second mason over there, never mind, is sending my Commander forwards. Where I send, I think it was this mason, to this forward max, but it probably should have gone either to top side or bottom side, and having my commander forwards. Commander is a better unit to have forwards than a constructor. I should learn that, I don't. For instance, if he wants to, he could push in here with his 4 Scorchers, take down the Lotus and then the Mason, and run into my base pretty much, right? Also, I'm getting up a Fencer Scorcher, no, Fencer Ripper. So, and this is also annoying. I had this queued for like 4 solar panels and then like move here, go for metal extractors and Lotus. But I guess I accidentally just let go of my shift key. Or what would be my shift key. And because of that, it doesn't complete this one. And not the others either. Which means that I'm actually struggling for energy right now. Surprisingly enough. Oh well. So, over here I have got 9 Scorchies. And 9 Scorchies is enough to push this. And even though there is a Ripper coming in, I could still push it. Ripper is good, yes, but if I have my Scorches spread out, I can actually just push this. But Lotus are coming up, and now I see the Ripper. And I didn't have them spread out very well. So I do think my fight was decent over there, right? No, it wasn't. Oh well. So this is going to be reclaim for him, about 250. And right now, economy still seems quite decent for both players, right? He has more energy and a little bit more metal as well. And I am floating pretty much. Yeah, a little bit annoying. And there goes. I noticed it in time and for once. And over here, Fencers are out for him, which means that he outranges my Lotus. I am going to create a couple of pickets there, or at least I was planning on doing that, but too late. Also, Ripper should be a little bit further back because now it's dead. However, on this side, still 5 Scorchies and oh wow. Since when do people actually have defenses at a factory? That doesn't happen normally. Anyways, he has 4 Lotus and a Stinger over there. That's a lot more than normal. So right now I am going to construct pickets. I think I cancelled the Lotus. And now, hey, I also have Fencers, so his Ripper is going to die. But here, Ravager. Yeah, that's good against what I have over here. But my units that are good against Ravager are still back. And I'm not even taking them over here. That's actually quite bad, and I lost quite a lot over here. So more Scorchers are probably... yeah, there they come. Alright. So, where are you going now with your Scorchers? Nowhere actually. And I do actually have a good army over here. I have... let's see... 6 Fencers. Well, 5 Fencers. While he only has like 1 Fencer. And I could actually pull these forces in here relatively quickly. And I should, because he is trying to push in. Now, because these are on hold position disabled, my Rippers move quite a bit. And that killed one of them. Now, in with my Scorchies, and hey, that's right, another dead commander. Yeah, I mean, attrition still isn't great, but he lost his commander. That means in order for him to like advance, he either has to pull a Mason over there, or do it with his units. And in that case, I actually have a decent chance. Because even though I'm playing with controller, I'm trying to micro as best as I can. Not great that I even try that. And over here, still 3 Ravagers, 2 Rippers for him. And I don't have anything. Oh wait, I do. I just didn't pull them forwards because, well, that would be too intensive for me, right? And now Darts moving in, and 1 killed, the other one is not. And it killed 1 Ravager. So, attrition has gone... is still not in my favor. Not at all. But, south side, I'm starting to expand. I have quite a couple of loaders on metal extractors, starting to build pickets in random positions. I mean, I just drew a line, oh well. And now, he is still going Ravager and Rippers, mainly. Here I do have a couple of Scorches which are able to kill his, but that's about it. So, these masons are all going to create this single picket, and that's about it. Topside, well, that army from him is way better than mine. Do I have anything to pull over here? Not really. Am I going to pull back? Not really. Is that a good idea? No. And now my scorchers are finally coming in. There are, however, still 2 rippers over there for him, but they get cleaned up. And now Scorchies are going to clean up the Ravagers with a little bit of help from the dots. And hey, attrition is in my favor. So, I do have a lot of masons over here. Are they going to clean up this 3.6k reclaim? Not yet. And that's probably what cost him the game, honestly. He has actually reclaimed a little bit more than I have, because that was from at his base. But I think that in a second he is going to have way less reclaim, and I'm starting to build badges. I normally don't really get badges up, because it normally doesn't get that far. And now he pushes in, because hey, he wants to kill the badgers. But Ravages from him are in front, and I have my Scorches here, which helps very well. Helps a lot, and badges were just moved back, so the ones that were still at base actually moved into the fire slightly. And now, there we go. I'm finally starting to reclaim 66 economy and wasting 15. Yeah, I mean, it's not great how much I'm going to be wasting now, but at least I'm going to be reclaiming. And that's something he should have done. Like, his commander over here should have been reclaimed. And it's only going to get worse for him in terms of attrition, because I have 3 badges up now, and that's going to be more. Now though, he moves over here. What do I have here? Not a lot. I only use basic defenses. All of these metal extractors can and will go down. And then, well, pushing in here. Only a couple of loaders. He has Ravagers. Ravagers are good against base defenses, being assaults and all. So over here, actually quite a lot of defenses. 4 loaders, 3 pickets now, 4 pickets soon. So that's actually quite a bit of damage. And I move in with my units on the other side. And yeah, I just pull my other units into his defenses, because I don't select units, I only have control groups. I have control group 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 is for raiders, 2 is for general army, 3 is for 3 is for, I'm not sure, maybe it's artillery, or it's just to get some units out of control groups, because I have my raiders and general army all on auto group, auto queue, whatever it's called, not completely sure. And here Ripper is going to be cleaned up by, yeah, nothing, by the metal extractor actually. So up here he moves in. I have 5 masons over here, all going to be killed. Or at least most of them. More Ravagers. Actually just able to clean up my badges. At least some of them. And now Rippers fighting, well, Scorches. But I think he actually focused on my commander. And that's probably what saved my commander. Because had he just used his Rippers against my Scorches and then gone after the commander, it probably would have been better for him. And, well, I still have a lot of army over here. 8 units. Not that much, but still enough. And now he moves into the middle, where I am not. Really annoying. And that's the problem with my way of playing. Just because I have to send either everything, pretty much, or nothing at all. So, yeah. Luckily enough, he doesn't really micro. He just sends things forwards and that's it. And because of that, I am still able to take a decent fight. Not great, if you look at the attrition. But not too bad either. Also, what I'm going to do now with my badges is probably not a good idea. I'm going to send them here and then over, like attack moving here. But my army... Okay, that's not going to happen yet, I guess. My army is going to sit up here, which means that my badges will be exposed in a second. Also, down here I'm still creating, well, lotus, pickets, but also for once a stinger. Just like up here, I'm building a stinger and a stardust with my commander. And no, I'm not actually. I have to pull my commander back, and I realize, no, it's going to die. I'm pushing it into his Ravagers. And I didn't really get any kills with it. So, now I don't have a commander. He doesn't have a commander. But over here, I am pushing his Ravager with Fencer, which is dumb. And he is not really able to decide what he wants to do. And now my Scorchers are doing a decent job, even though they're fighting Rippers again. And his last Ripper is going to die. So, attrition still in favor for him. But my badger numbers are starting to increase. 8 of them by now. Versus 0 from him. He's just going Ripper, Ravager, and a little bit of Scorcher. Which means that as long as I'm able to kill the Rippers quick enough with either Fencer or Badger, and just clean the rest up with my Scorches, I should be fine. This is annoying that a Badger was stuck over there. And he once again pushes in. Assault, having like 1920 HP. Really annoying. One more Mason is going to die. Most likely. No, it's not. Yes, it is. There it goes. And now Rippers cleaned up by Scorches. Second ago we had 118% attrition, which means that we're actually starting to fight back a little bit. And 1000 reclaim, 2200 reclaim, 3400 reclaim, 1100 reclaim. That's still a lot, and I have quite a lot of Masons. However, if you look on this side, his overdrive is way better. Building fusion reactor and just having a lot of solar panels linking all of his metal extractors up. Something I didn't really do back when playing with mouse and keyboard, and by now I'm starting to try, but it's really difficult because you have to be relatively precise over a relatively long distance for it. I have to be zoomed out in order to draw those lines, but that's not what the controller is set up for, so it's hard to maneuver the mouse accurately enough, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. And now down here, more Ravagers and Rippers moving in. But my Dart and Stinger do enough in order to take down, or almost take down, that force. Now a single Ripper is here, and one Ravager, but that's dead. And Scorchy does good enough job. And he's starting to reclaim. Wow. How is the reclaim going? Oh, 4700. That's a lot from me. More than I normally reclaim. And over here, Scorchy does a good job. So, more defenses from him are going to go down to my badges. And I reclaim. And start to build stingers, because, hey, I have heard of that trick. I've heard that it's a good trick, and I'm going to try and do that. Ravager on one side, which isn't great. The others are moving in, and I pulled my badges back, because I saw them coming. And that's probably something I am kind of proud of, maybe? Not sure. But I pulled my badges back before the AI would. Just because I thought that, well, there is a good chance Ravager or Reaper could actually kill a couple of them. Otherwise, and I don't like that. So, now we're kind of in a stalemate. He has better base economy, I have better reclaim. But now, he's starting to build Locust. However, I have such a thing as a advanced radar. Which means that I can, if I pay enough attention, see his Locust coming out. And that's why I feel like it's sometimes worth it, especially on like the relatively low levels or even like mid-level, to build an advanced radar. Just because often people build like 4 or 5 radars in a game, which is like, well, do I still have a radar anywhere? I do not. So let's see. Radar 55. If you build 5 of them or 4 of them, that's still like 200, 250. Advanced radar is 400. Yes, that's still quite a bit more. But a normal radar, does my enemy have a radar? Oh, they don't have any radar. That's not great. Anyways, normally with a radar, you always see just part of the enemy base. For instance, if I place one at the front, where my army is, I still can't even see his gunship land. While this advanced radar, which is quite safe, almost in the back of the base, it is able to see the gunship land, especially if I had placed it a little bit better. Because I have it on like a very no hill. I actually placed it besides the hill. Oh well, that's a bit of a problem. But even now I still could see his army coming in before I would be able to with a standard radar. So yes, it's expensive to go for like an advanced radar, but if you expect your enemy to go into gunships or airplane plant, it can actually be worth it, just because you can prepare for it. I'm not sure if I'm going to. That's a bit of a problem. I think I did, but it doesn't look like it. I remember seeing his army coming in, yet it seemed like I didn't prepare. Only now going for a Razor. That's too late. I do have an advantage that I had units which are decent against his way of using gunships. Because Rippers are able to hit up, Fencers are actually decent anti-air, and even Scorchers, as long as the gunships just stay above you, they can actually just hit them and no problem. Where are my anti-air? There is my first crasher. Oh yeah, anti-air is on 3, that's right. I remember. So, these Locusts aren't great against static defenses, so I'm not sure if they're... okay, they will clean it up. Oh well. So, over here, I am pushing in with a whole bunch of units. Enough to take down his gunship plant. Because I wasn't completely sure how many defenses he would have, I first took down the caretakers, and now going after the gunship plant. Did die in the explosion, but still, attrition is positive for me, and he's finally starting to get out badges. 7 of them. For 2 Ravagers, 2 Rippers, unless he pressed Alt. Yeah, okay, he did. So he probably wants to just build 2 of them. And now Razor is out, which means that as long as he is in range of the Razor 1, or Razor 2, or Razor 3, or Razor 4, I may have gone a little bit too much anti-air, honestly. Especially because I have just killed his gunship plant. Oh well, it didn't actually matter. But no, he has badges out, I have badges out. And that means who has more badges? Well, actually, even though I started building them way earlier, he has more badges, because he forced a couple of them out. And this is a little bit of a waste. Crashers in front, I should have them in the back. And I think I will do that soon. Yes, there it goes. And now Scorcher's moving to this side. Why? Well, considering that he probably has his badges on attack move, I thought I can just move around and kill them. And I'm not sure why I didn't move in there. I guess I just wanted to like harass his economy. And he knows that I can't get past this. And hey, Advanced Radar! I like it. So, now, in front, well, I'm going to lose a lot, right? Just having badges over here, no other army, not really. So he should have more than enough. But now, badges just moving in. Normal move. That's not great, is it? Oh well. So, Ravagers, Rippers, all going down, because I do have a couple of Stingers in the back, which were able to kill a couple of units. But now he pulls back. But what do I have over here? I've got 2 Rippers, 2 Fencers, and anti-air. That's nothing. He probably should have pushed in a little bit more, especially because of what he now decides to do. Airplane plant. I mean, had he pushed in here and even just destroyed these 2 razors, that probably would have been fine. Right? Because then he could do more damage with his air units in a second. And now, badges in front almost. That's probably not great. And he doesn't have that many Rippers over here. And I'm able to do a decent-ish job. And once again, I have units in the back of my base, but not actually using them forwards. This looks very scary, but most of this is Badger. 2 Rippers, no, 3 Rippers and 2 Ravagers, and the rest is Badger. That's just very nice for my attrition. 270 apiece for something that doesn't actually do that much damage. And even then, I'm not even able to clean it all up. But on this side I have badges as well, so I was able to lay down a couple of mines, killing Rippers. I thought I killed Rippers at least. Oh, Stinger killed them. Alright. So, his army did mostly go down. At least his army that he pushed in with. And now Double Stinger is able to do a decent job. And once again, his badgers are moving forwards. Your badgers are in range of my Stingers. That's not what you want. They were in range of fences. You know, those things that have to stop the fire. So he loses most of his army over here. More darts on his Ravagers, a couple of Scorches on his Ravagers, and just like that, that's all cleaned up. Now one thing that's very nice for me, I do have a little bit of army left. Not that much, honestly. Okay, actually. More than I thought, but... okay, 13 units. Versus his, well, almost no units. And this is cleaned up by Scorchies. So, what does he have for defenses? Well, 1 Stinger, then double Ripper, which is cleaned up by badges, and then nothing. And right now he's still building a couple more badges. But badges are not really something you can use as your army. You can only use it for attrition and to push defenses. Slowly, not to push an army. And my economy is way better because of reclaim, not that I'm using it. I've accessed at 2000, not actually as much as I thought it would be, and reclaimed 12,000. So that's actually way more than I thought. Alright, so he has 2 ravens out. Yes. That's not a lot, actually. Especially not because I'm still building anti-air. Mainly because I think this time around I do actually see his ravens. So that was quite nice. I saw his gunships right around here, I believe. So not that early. But his airplanes I did see in time. Although, well, right now I already have anti-air set up, right? But I think I will pull my anti-air this way. Soon-ish. And yeah. Attrition, like 10k in my favor. He has invested, well, quite a lot, like 1,000 to 2,000 in airplanes, which are on high prio even, a second ago. Weird. But that's not going to matter against this. Here my anti-air goes, not actually in range, and because ravens are quick, I pull them back to base. I say I give this up, and I'll just have them here. Razors aren't that nice against razors aren't that great against ravens, because they're relatively slow to kill ravens, compared to something like a hacksaw that does burst damage. And oh, that's a waste. Boom, boom. My rover assembly is still full health because you wasted your bombs on the units. And GG, because I was just about to kill his rover assembly. So I was behind in economy quite a bit, even though I reclaimed so much more, just because of what he overdrived. So I wanted to cast this game because it was actually one I was quite proud of, because I was playing with controller, yet I did some things that I normally don't even do with keyboard and mouse. Normally I don't hook everything up into a large grid, but I did so this time around, and just the match itself, it was really difficult to actually kill IWantUsername, but I managed in the end. So well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left, but that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.